Hello everyone, this is the 225 tip for the day. I want to talk to you about setting goals. Now that summer is over and we're going into the fall, I want to encourage everyone to start writing down some new goals. So whether you've been stuck in a speed or maybe you're moving through speeds, either way it's still important to set goals. So I wrote down a couple of tips, okay? So now, once again, I'm going to remind you to set some goals. And you need to think about what you have done and where you want to go and set a time limit on those goals. What changes need to be made to motivate you to get to those goals. Okay, so there was an interesting article in one of the court reporting magazines, and it said, everyone wants to know the secret to going through school and getting to the test. I'm going to tell you my secret. It's simply practice, lots of good practice. So that somebody responded to that. Basically, it's practice. That's the secret key. So that was from one of the magazines. So the article also mentioned all the excuses that students come up with and why they can't practice. But for as valid as these excuses are, I can't repeat how important it is that you get on your machine and practice. I know a lot of people work, they've got kids, lots of crazy things going on in their lives, but to get through this program, you just have to be on your machine. This program's all about muscle memory, and if you're not on your machine enough, it's just not going to happen. Okay, so for those of you that are putting in 3 to 4 hours a day, you may have to put in 4 or 5, 6. Everybody's different. You hear some people say, oh, I'm a natural at it. It comes naturally to me. I only have to put in 2 to 3 hours and I'm moving right along. That's great. But for most of us, we have to put in more. I know as a student, I had to put in at least 4 hours a day. Okay. If you're putting in, 2 to 3 hours and it's not working, that just means you're going to have to put in more hours. Some speeds you may have to put in more than others. There might be some speeds where you don't put in as many and you find that you pass through that speed quickly. So every speed is different. Okay, so just remember that this program's all about muscle memory, and the more you practice, the faster you're going to get to that test. Whether you take the RPR, the state test, whatever it may be, to get to that point, you're going to have to put in the time for that muscle memory to set in. Okay, so that's your 225 tip for the day.